guys. How's everyone doing? Going to be doing a few things, uh, and I would love you to share, talk, share, and I want to and let's let's talk about it. I so you're ready. Like to help you I, yeah, I will say that you expect that why thank three, eight, four, five. All right, so Joe Rich there, and I will say you are the best. You're the best. You're the best. And we have to do this together. Together. Please, can you check and see if we're getting sound very good? And are we getting sound uh, all the Facebook link? Can you basically try and basically uh, leave a message that God said, right? So let's talk about the things that people are talking about social media. So this I'm doing now is called social media marketing. Social media marketing, and it's basically um, my take on social media madness, all the things that are going on social media. But today I'm going to talk about something very important. One of the things I'm going to talk about is uh, some kind of a Supreme Court Ghana issue, Supreme Court with the Chief Justice issue. I'm going to break it down very, you know, kind of some way for people to understand why things are good. Yeah. Um, God bless you, all of you. And Rosemont, Ajay, uh, Joe, Derek, Join, Derek, Abena, Vi, Francis, Ahunia, or whatever it is. Sorry. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this and see how far we can do this. Good, 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 good. All right, so let's do this quickly and let's break this down and see how far we can go. We can still share. Let me check this. See how. All right, so sound is kind of low on the YouTube and Facebook. If you can hear me, kindly make a comment. Let me share this. Nana Ama join. God bless you. Just share it for me. God bless you. All right, so I'm going to be kind of very political today. I'll be political today and uh, very hard a little bit today. Not because of anything, because some things need to move the way and we as children of God, we are not doing well. We're not doing well as children of God. We are just hypocrites. The hypocritical life is what is disturbing us all that we're doing. So, so the hypocritical things going on in life with Christians and no and a habit. That's what God bring me. That's what I want to talk about today. So, give me a hand. So, my problem is Ghana. We have a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems as Ghanaian, even Liberian. We as Africans has a problem. We Africans can't speak truth, anything. It's just what we know to lie about so many things. And that alone is crumbling us as Africans. It's crumbling us as Africans. And people don't want to talk about it. Please, can you tap the screen for me? And I'll be very, very happy. So, you know, there are a few things I want to talk about, and it's not going to help us as Africans if we don't change the mindset. The white man created TikTok, the white man created YouTube, the white man created Facebook and other media sources for us to be able to do business, make business easy and all that. Yet I'm telling you, we as Ghanaians, South Africans, Nigerians, what we like to do mostly on social media is to lie, pick up fights, and you just name it. Lying. And we lie, we don't care. Is what we're going to do to make us happy is what we do as a people. You see? And this is disturbing us big time. It is disturbing us big time. And people don't see that as a problem. People don't see that as an issue. And as the main thing and the main way we do our things is basically keep on manipulating things. Manipulation. Let's manipulate things. So now let me go through and let me explain to you. So those of you who basically know what is going on in Ghana, if you know what is going on in Ghana, then you know exactly what I'm going to talk about as at this moment. So we have a Chief Justice in Ghana called Tokonu. And we all know she is a foot soldier of MPP. And the kind of things she has done that is bothering us as Ghanaians. Now, this is the woman that was able to tell we Ghanaians, rule that we Ghanaians having, how do you call it, having, how do you call that, having date of birth, birth certificate are not Ghanaians. In America, you and I both know that when you are in America, your date of birth is very important. They believe in the date of birth. It shows where you're from. It tells everybody what you are, your name, your age, and everything. But this woman ruled that the fact that you are holding, the fact that you are holding a Ghanaian birth certificate does not qualify you to be a citizen of Ghana. Ain't that sad? Is that not sad? When somebody will tell you, even if you hold a birth certificate, you're still not a Ghanaian. How? How is that possible? How could somebody even say this? How can somebody even think about this? How possible? How? If you're from Liberia, what shows that you're Liberian? Your Liberian passport. How do you get a Liberian passport? You get a Liberian passport through your birth certificate, right? Now, this woman basically ruled that you being a Ghanaian having a birth certificate does not show or does not prove that you are a Ghanaian. Lo and behold, there was an argument. Everybody kept on asking, so what shows that we are Ghanaian? Now, you being a Ghanaian, the only reason why you be a Ghanaian is when you are holding a what? A Ghanaian passport or Ghana card. Okay? Why was that happening? Why was she ruling all that? Because at that moment, the party in power, MPP Ekufuado, wanted to use Ghanaians, use us in a way, play mind games on us, making us know that Ghana card is what is going to be used to vote. And true, they did it. All right. So now they have thrown away the birth certificate. They believe in the passport. Even the passport, they've thrown it away. If you go somewhere in Ghana, you go and show your passport. I don't think they have a way of checking that. Yes, your passport. You have a passport. Though they can have a passport, they don't. They think Ghana card is the way forward. All right, so let us drop everything. Let us be able to just forget about everything that we're doing. Let's put that on the side. As a chief justice, if you are nominated by a president, you have to remember that you are a neutral person at this moment. You have to. You have to know that you are a neutral person. You have to play neutral for the sake of Ghanaians. But this person, this Supreme Court judge, the Chief Justice, Getutokonu, was never, ever, ever. Okay? Never, ever, ever. Right? She never thought well of we Ghanaians. Nothing whatsoever. Now, let me go to other matters. Let me clarify other matters. And let me let you know why I'm. So, there came a time, so many rulings. This is a woman that is able to, command and empanel judges to sit on a case that is benevolent to her. That she feels that she will get something out of some cases that pertain to the past government. All right. So what happens? Let's go back and see what actually happened. Now, there have been accusations leveled at this, leveled at her. Yes. One of the things that has been leveled at her, I've not read everything details, but as to what I have my hands on, and I know exactly what actually is the issue. There has been a petition against this that she has done a few things. Number one, this is a woman that is a chief justice, a Supreme Court judge, head of Supreme Court, head. Okay, and this woman basically fraudulently took money from the judiciary and basically did whatever she wanted to do. There are laws that govern this Chief Justice issue for traveling. This woman traveled a few times without a security. She is a Chief Justice. She's supposed to be traveling with security. Because if she goes anywhere or she travels anywhere and something happens without a security, Ghanaians are going to pay for it. Ghanaians are going to pay. So the person she's supposed to be traveling with, she's allowed to travel with, her family if she has to. But when you do a private travel, you have to carry your security man ahead with you or with you to protect you. And when you travel with your security, there should be a kind of per diem for your security. So this is what she did. She bought a ticket for the husband and paid the husband per diem with her traveling. All right? I don't know what the husband does for us or it pertaining Supreme Court or a judge or whatever. The man is something else. So you are not supposed to travel with your husband or child and pay them per diem, Ghana money. You're not supposed to do that. So the 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 security guard who was supposed to be traveling with the chief justice is supposed to be getting per diems. Now look at the wisdom she applied. Diabeko go there can coconut. Say me me ba no kwa ma fa me security man na kwa. Instead of me paying per diem to the security man, I rather pay the per diem to my daughter and my husband. Okay? And you know, why but try the best. A triasika pudu amane babao for traveling with her. That was not anything motivated or not government motivated, not Supreme Court motivated, not any judge's motivation, nothing whatsoever. This woman used our money to pay her daughter and husband after buying them tickets that cost so much. When I travel and I travel on, how do you call it, premium, it's about 2,000, 330, 2,000 plus thereabout. So I want to find out what ticket, the kind of ticket this woman bought for the husband and the daughter. I want to find out. I want to know. Unless you don't care, I want to know. So now, why I fast forward very quick, aside anything that you have done, I did be a why you be a why ye waka yema why you now fire. But this is what turned our heads. When a ma you when a ma you who say ye maminu again and your how ya take the pregnant fool. Okay. Mama kasa utumisha mama tackle because at least a year should and any mama a far as a chief justice a kufa the far. So she rather respect a kufuado than my mama. And I've told you every day that our problem as Ghanaians or Africans is, tribalism. Tribalism is a problem. It's a big problem. Tribalism is a big problem. So they don't respect John Dramani Mahama because he said he's a knock. They don't. They don't respect him. All right, so let's put it on the side. Number one accusation. This woman Mami when your case be concerning Domolovo. There was a case at Supreme Court. Okay. That Akufo-Addo wanted to fire Domolovo. And these were judges that were there. Akufo-Addo wanted to, fire Domolovo. Firing Domolovo, they asked him to proceed on leave. Nobody said anything. He said he had to go to work because he's not ready to go on leave. They forced him to go on leave. They locked his office. They locked him up. Go on leave. So the case was taken to the Supreme Court. And these judges, or the justice at that time, the chief justice at that time, kept quiet until Domolovo every time and so answered Ama who said the president did wrong, the president should have done that. But I'm coming, maybe about the saying assembly at somebody's benefit has been infringed on. Somebody's life has been squatted on. His face has a whole lot of spit in his face. Supreme Court and our judges do anything about it. They waited. And I know all these things are, politically motivated. Politically motivated. So, having this as a political motivated, now they should say, however we are, as NPP, because you do ABBA system nimu, and to know any case, I would say NPP. Omu yere saa mane broso ekosi say kanda papra ba out ebe ka judiciary say judiciary the way MPP did bim ewo court no enye kanda ba kem to say it say enye na ade no a national security issue is going to cause national security problems. They didn't listen. So any case going to court, they will tell you, take it to court. Yes, they will tell you, take it to court. Because they have judges there. They have judges there who are going to talk on their behalf. Just imagine. Oh, take it to court. Anything, take it to court. Anything, take it to court. And we have Gertrude Tokonu sitting over there at the Supreme Court, doing what she feels better. And today, they say, Demilovo's rights were infringed on, and nobody said anything about it. Not a lot of Ghanaians said anything about it. Not a lot of Ghanaians said anything about it. Now, at the end, they say, I been in Nipa and saying Asante. In Krani, Nipa and saying Asante. But ye dim say, ye you no man Asante for me prame can be Asante ni be jabe. The subai towards other tribes are appalling and not nice. And so Ekufado can fire Charlotte Osei without any problem, without even going to court. Ekufado can fire Domlevo without any problem. Nobody says anything. Ekufado can do anything that he likes. Fire a few people, however way he likes it. Nobody has a problem. But once it is John Dramani Mahama, there is a problem. There is an issue. Ghana for you. So now let's jump back. Now, number 2, there was an ACP that was arrested at the Supreme Court by the orders of Gertrude Tokonu, the current suspended Chief Justice. Why? What happened? Did they see it? Did they say about na mudi asem no? Mudi asem na we bu asem na gumia me so. Uwie ye na we bu asem na wie na waka de obeso ka wie no awuli na de opuma apokọ. Asem aka to aso ne say, "Mo sorry amunim hwe. Mo sorry amunim hwe. Mo sorry na ma fale cases dey aba besi ha. Case ben we case ade ba enyansa be ne wo. A Chief Justice. A Chief Justice. So what happened? The ACP, no, ASP. The ASP replied to the Chief Justice that, I don't agree with you. Chief Justice, I don't agree with you. Immediately, the Chief Justice commanded the police at the court to arrest the ASP. Yes. Arrest him. The police arrested an ACP. Police that were there, obviously we know they are not ACP level or ASP level. So his own subordinate arrested him. His own subordinate arrested him. Okay? Is that good? Does it sound well to you? Pastor, how are you? Does it sound well to you? It is our police anyway. Eka ho and a petition against Chief Justice. Now let me inform you, before Akufo-Addo was even leaving office, the source from Jubilee House is they even wanted to fire that woman. Akufo-Addo wanted to fire that woman himself. There was also petitions. Right? So, let's go to number 3. ACP was arrested. Okay? For no reason. And to put here, think about all these things. How you are able to send your own, how do you call it, children or child or husband on American, trip. Or however way, who don't want to buy on Ghana money, spending over $20,000. Pay your husband for tripping with you. What job does your husband do for Ghana aside his work? What job does your daughter do for Ghana? What job does your daughter do for Ghana that you had to pay that amount of money to your daughter? Are you saying you did that because you wanted the money to end up in your pocket? Because obviously, if you say you are paying your daughter, the money will definitely come to you. So that alone is criminal. That alone is criminal. Nobody can say anything to me for me to feel happy or change my mindset. That is criminal. So this was what has happened. This is what has happened now. So the process is going on. We have a process. Mahama has initiated a process. And the process that he has initiated is Council of State. According to law, Council of State has to advise the president on what to do on such an issue. But I see our brothers who are MPP making noise upon noise. Che, mirahu. Mitie nkwasiasem. Mitie muasem. Now, let's go to the people, the very important people who are in the Council of State, who advised the president to suspend the Tutokono. But Mod Drisu, former attorney, is part of it. Sophia Ekufu, ex-Chief Justice. Ex-Chief Justice. Recent. Akoto Banfo, Supreme Court judge. Now, the subordinate of Getutokonu is now the acting Chief Justice, taking charge of every court case that comes to the court. Now, let's not forget, Sophia Ekufu is cousin to Akufo-Addo. Sophia Akufo-Addo is cousins to Akufo-Addo. So I'm asking you one question. Do you think that Sophia Ekufu will allow John Dramani Mahama to say or to tell him what to do? A goat one day is a goat always. So now let's look at Akoto Banfo. integrity is intact. These three people, all this, Council of State sat down and never told John Dramani Mahama, oh, forget the case, They have sat down to look at the case, and they have come together and written a letter issuing power to the president to suspend the Chief Justice. And you are saying what? It is wrong. And these people they were talking about are no-nonsense people. They would never tolerate any nonsense. Like we didn't say before, and Jimmy and I come. It bothers me. Honestly speaking, it bothers me. So let's keep on going. When Akufo-Addo became president, Anas did a video, and the video that he did, he wrote petition against some judges, and they were fired. Justice Derry and 4 other people. They were fired. Who said something? Who said what? Now I didn't know what the Bibia. Mo person but say, "Jemu mutu mi yeno. Mama ye teni don't me ye." Yes sir. The mama baby I am mutai. They are not destroying. Akufo-Addo fired the judges. One thing we have to understand is Mama is following his what? His constitutional powers. Yes. He is following his constitutional powers. He is following up and doing what he's supposed to do as a president. You can't tell me that when somebody brings a petition to you, you will just sit down for the person to do what he wants. It's not done anywhere. It's not done anywhere. Allow the president to do his job. Allow the process to keep working. Mama can follow his constitutional powers. Go ahead, Meboa. And this is a tribalism I'm talking about. Charles Asai was removed without any problem. Charles Asai, he was removed without any problem. But he said anything. So my people, it is not easy when people think they are Superman and everything that they do is better than somebody's. That's where we get problems. So I want you to know what has gone on. What a Akufo-Addo can do, John Dramani Mahama can do. Why was Saga removed? Why was Saga removed? She was fired. And people say they are God. They know book. One person I want to talk about is Nanabi. A very disrespectful young man. Yeah. You could not bring up a parliament talk about the Mrovus case, but home empowerment. The next day, Afenyo Marcus went to court. Next day, they have done empowerment. The Mrovus case said months. She was out. Well, he was out before they came and talk about it. Sad. Sad people. And some people are saying, "No, Eden, Eden." And some people are saying, "No, Eden." Because MPP feels that they need that Supreme Court judge. They need that Chief Justice to keep on playing games for MPP. Because they know that they have courts, they have judges at the court. So they need that woman no matter what. So the brouhaha has become something else. Everybody saying what they want to say. But we all know the truth. Nobody wants to say the truth. That's why I hate politics. It's full of lies and criminals. Yeah. You know, there was a Shraj boss that another umbrella wrote a petition, had him fired because he said with this guy, a good for the fire strike of Obi Kasai. There were problems as Ghanaians. And if we are not careful, we're going to have problems. That's why I call the show Social Media Madness. It's madness. In Kwasasem, a Jimisem, before said, now, let me shift to Natina and Ngege issue. So Natina and Ngege, I think I should talk about this another time. Yes, I think I should talk about this another time so that I can be able to say the things I'm saying. Yes. Say the right things I'm supposed to say. So, Ngege and Natina issue, I would love to basically talk about this another time. Tomorrow, I come and talk about the issue so we can all understand things well. So, without you, I'd love to hang up and come another time. Have a good night.